first time in Mogul Mail history, I had to take down one of my videos. Not because what I said was wrong or because I had a take that was too hot and I was getting in trouble, but because when I made the video last...
Dude, why are you guys mad about speed while all the chat and all of Twitch frogs don't know the difference between Inida people and Arab, and is this considered racism?
Because unfortunately, dude, when you're the guy that's the conductor, you have to be somewhat better, okay? Unfortunately, people on the internet that are randoms, that have anonymity, and they make new accounts, and they're literally wind. Okay, when you're the conductor, you have to be somewhat better. Unfortunately or fortunately, okay, it's called having influence, and it's fucking trash, and I hate it. And I wish it wasn't like that. But I get these days, it's how that shit works. And until you get that into your head, okay, you have to accept it as a truth, dumb fuck.
Last night and scheduled it to upload today. It was already outdated. So here's the most updated story of Kick.com, the newest live streaming competitor.
Hey yo! Let me give you an example, man. Whenever Malik got on stream in the Watch League, I had to try hard. I got banned. I got fined 4K. Everybody type try hard. What happened to them? Are they all perma banned? No! None of them are! None of them! Because, unfortunately, I'm somebody, quote unquote, to the eyes of the public. Therefore, I'm held to a higher standard. Be better than the average dumb fucking chat. Holy shit.
That is in part guided by twitchreacts TV and might be a little bit suspicious. We'll get to the suspicious part in a bit. Stick with me, but first, I owe you an apology. I've made a lot of videos over the past year about how Twitch is about to explode and implode and everyone who's ever used the platform will vanish. It's not really fully accurate. I mean, look, they have had their worst year in terms of PR and products released, but shit, if the Titanic's sinking and there's no lifeboats, you're probably going to stay in the Titanic. And Twitch in 2021 had a 70.5% market share, and in 2022, they've increased their market share to 76%. There's no competitors to speak of. It's just YouTube and just Facebook. Now, this doesn't include vertical live streaming that's really exploding like TikTok and Instagram Live, but as far as traditional live streaming, if you want to stream, everybody's going to Twitch. 92% of people choose to stream on Twitch. Streaming as a whole is a bit down since the end of COVID. But since then, Twitch has gone up a little bit. Same with YouTube. Facebook's fallen off the face of the earth. Mark Zuckerberg's looking for his legs in the metaverse. Good luck with that. And those people are all going to Twitch. Not enough competitors. Enter Trainwrecks TV, who, if you don't know, is a top 10 streamer over the past year. This is by hours watched, an inarguable metric. If you don't know his content, it's mostly based around slots. Or at least it was until Twitch said they're banning slots. On October 18th, they removed one of the main providers of slots content, Stake.com, who sponsored everyone, including Train. Train used to be known for streaming the most hours out of almost anyone, like on par with xQc, Hassan, Amaranth. But ever since the ban on October 18th, he kind of stopped streaming, at least stopped streaming as consistently as he used to. He has streamed 4 times in the past 6 weeks, just 4 times. And it's not a coincidence that the day after the gambling ban, he tweeted out, "I'm going to create a platform for streaming that's not just for large creators, but it's also for small and mid-sized ones." Now, I was kind of curious to see what this would be, and we found out yesterday that it's the website known as Kick.com, because he dropped a tweet logger that goes in depth of what the platform is and what it'll stand for. He talks about his pedigree, and he says that Twitch says they need to cut our...
Okay, yeah, he has no how I feel about analytics Andy and stats Andy. I'm just gonna let it play.
Pay, which is true. They did cut the pay of creators. They offered 70-30 splits for each subscription, 70% going to creators, 30% going to Twitch. And then they changed it to 50-50 because operating costs are too high. At least that's what they said.
Yeah.
But they also tell Amazon and the media they're profitable and have more viewership and advertisers than ever. Whichever it is, it's obvious no benefits are being passed on to the creators who are the lifeblood of what made them successful in the first place.
See the crust?
Powerful argument.
Look, I got crusty lips. It gets crusty.
2 years, Pugman.
It gets crusty, man. It's crusty, man. Did you guys not get mouth crusty? Oh!
He goes into depth about how the 50-50 split's unfair and that even the 70-30 split that the competitor like YouTube offers isn't enough. They can do better. Enter Kick.com. We are offering a 95% split for creators. 95%! An unheard of split. Not just that, but also the tips that are built into the website called Kicks are going to be 100% for creators. Again, unheard of. Twitch's bit system, I think, is $1.40 per dollar given to creators. And then I think super chats on YouTube are about 70-30, I believe. And so this kick.com is going to be way better for smaller and mid-sized creators. He also says that anyone who goes on the website will get a sub button. He goes on to say that the TOS is going to be fair, unlike Twitch's, which has been a huge PR problem for the past few years. He goes into this weird little ramble about how he's also going to allow gambling, but it's going to be ethical gambling as decided by Trainwrecks TV, which seems a little weird. Then you go,
I think what I mean by ethical, okay, is that it's no fillers in the story. I think it probably something like it's like something. Some people literally brag about having fills. Okay, it's just no fillers in a story, and then they show just a contract. If you want to stream slots, you show your contract. If there's no fillers, chillin'. I wouldn't use the word ethical, but still, I think it's just no filler type shit.
Goes into some
a filler is basically you're playing indefinitely, right? And you don't keep your winnings. It's fake shit. It's that you're not even playing. You're not even gambling. If you're gonna show gambling, show gambling. Don't be a dumb fuck in a story.
Specifics of what that means. Okay, that will remember that fact. And then he goes on to say, give kick.com a year. It's gonna be buggy. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna have some growing pains, but give it a year. They're trying to become a real profitable business by selling to advertisers and not taking money from creators.
What is it like steak? Dude. How many times have I gone off of gambling when we gambled because I had no more crypto left? Well, I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait until my own crypto cleared. If I had fills, I would have just kept gambling. I went down to zero almost every day. I left gambling after like an hour, 2 hours. I was at zero.
Okay. Now, the fact of the matter is that's also what Twitch is trying to do. That is, in part, why Twitch removes things like gambling.
Guys,
or the
let me explain what fills are. What fills are, you can't go to zero. You can't go to zero. On your own after 2 hours, lol. You know that most of my streams will literally start after like 20 minutes? By the end of it, 20 minutes, because I would go harder.
The hot tub meta,
left.
or they
at zero.
They ban so much, is because they need to be able to cater to advertisers. Something that YouTube has been wildly successful on the video service and the live streaming.
Okay, false. You did 8 hours. You know what, dude? Fuck it. I'm so tired of this shit. Let's go to Twitch tracker. I got you, bro.
Service is a little bit.
I got you. Ready for this shit? I got you, Jet. How do you go on somebody's channel? Streams. Oh, let's see this shit. Watch this. I'm so confident. I don't have to look. Let's go to page. Guys, June. When chat. June. What else? When was that? May? What was like the end of Gambit pretty much? It should be close to here. We should be close to it. April? Guys, when? Not October. Oh, so more like page 4 then. August. September. Let's do like end of September. Let's do that first. End of September. August.
Watch Steins Gate.
Slots. 10 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, 25 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 2.5 hours, 20 hours, 30 minutes, 2 hours. Should we just continue, or are you guys just wrong? Should we continue? Or you get...
Hello, Felix.
Everybody's a cap.
Here for a 19th month. Take more of my money, QP.
I said it. By the end, I was doing like 2 hours at most. And look at this shit. The average is under 2 hours by a long shot. That was early, was it not? That was early, was it not? 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 3 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours. 2 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours, 4 hours,
Asia
7,
has a
5,
jillion
2,
more
1,
ethnicities than other
20
continents,
minutes.
But now and EU still manages to top get score
30,
in
30, 25,
Also,
35, 4 hours, 2 hours, 7 hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. Should we continue? You're done! Are you guys fucking done? Oh, 7 hours. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god,
Fuck you, whoever
that's
got-
incredible, dude. That is incredible. I cannot believe it. Holy shit. So it's like I don't even know what like. What do I cares? You tried to expose me about something and you're wrong. I'm just telling you guys, you need to stop doing that shit. Like stop lumping me with dog shit trash when you have all the proof that it's not. Maybe just stop caring. No, you're not gonna try to destroy my character and try to do that shit. Okay, anyway, what was that? I'm not. How is that cherry picking? I went to all of it. What's my average stream time on slots anyway? What is the average? What is the average? Let's say 1 hour or 2. Bro, even in here it's under 2 hours. In here, it's an average maybe 5. It's probably even less. 5. Here, like 2. Here, like 2.5. Overall. Where was the question mark? Like I said, even 20 minutes is bad. No, but I don't really get what I said though. So I said if I had fillers, I would have lasted longer. When I'm gambling, I like to do long stretches, right? When we were winning, I would continue playing it.
The irony of the speed being race.
Whenever I would lose, I lose, right? I just lose. It is what it is. That's how it works. When you win, you win. When you lose, you lose. When I was dry, right? But the fillers are people who cannot lose because they represent a gambling that doesn't exist, which is infinite money, which is these guys having fillers back to back to back to back, and it can't go dry. We never did that a singular time.
Bit further behind on. But we're going to get to that in just a moment. Is it true that Kick.com is trying to be profitable through advertising, or are there maybe more nefarious methods they're profitable?
Pluto said your average is above 3 hours. I get that overall. I said by the end, I went harder on the bets, which means I didn't last as long. It's exactly what I said. By the end, the sessions were like on average less than an hour long. Literally.
Profitable. Anyway, let's first take a look at the Kick.com website. It looks pretty good at first glance. You have a rotating banner of streamers. You have a bunch of categories. You have some recommended channels. You have the recommended on the left as well. But it also looks oddly familiar. Some people noticed. In fact, this is Twitch's website. A rotating banner of streamers at the top. Categories you'll like. Some streamers you'll like. The streams on the left. And at first, people thought that this might be a direct rip of Twitch. Now, I had my software engineer, Otto, who I've hired full-time, look into this for me. I said, is this a direct rip? And no, it is unique code with some pre-built assets. Apparently,
You know, dude. I become genuinely annoyed watching your stream solely because of how fucking stupid the chat is and how consistent it gets. You know, dude, I actually agree. And people say you changed. When I be honest with you, dude, they changed. A lot of them a lot of this gaslighting dog they changed quite literally. Holy shit!
Images
Holy
that might be
fuck,
taken from
dude.
DLive.
Thank you.
Some UI UX features inspired by Twitch, but it is original code, and it seems outside of a few bugs where somebody had like 300,000 streamers and a lot of people streaming a lot of gay porn, to be working all right for a day one soft launch of a website that's in beta. I mean, the streams look nice, they function nice, and people are succeeding. It does seem, however, that the most used category on the website is slot streams. Specifically, the slot streams that are no longer allowed on Twitch of stake.com.
Which makes a lot of sense,
You can see this is one of the biggest streamers on the platform right now. Why does this matter? Well, it was discovered from...
Banned? Did we see it?
a couple of people last night, Quarantine and also CoffeeZilla, that Kick.com is a project of Stake.com. I think there's no need to look for the business model anymore. It's a stake investment. And then there's some information here that shows that the Discord server in the subreddit were both owned and operated by somebody on the Stake team, and that a lot of people were tweeting out November 19th when Kick.com was originally launched.
So far, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really see a problem
for stake giveaways, and then
except for the infrastructure of the coding or whatever the fuck.
Even more damning, if you go to Stake.com's LinkedIn, there were a lot of job opportunities to create a live streaming platform, aka Kick. Kick is a new venture created by the founders of EasyGo and Stake.com with new studios in Australia and Europe. So it seems like rather than being this virtuous website, which is supposed to be for small and medium-sized creators to actually get their fair share, that you have to give a year of growing pains to become a profitable business that will sell to advertisers because of all the people that will switch to this because it's actually good for the people. This is a loss leader for Stake.com to be.
I'm going to go ahead and fire back at Lud and say, if your website says you get 95% of your revenue, right? And your creator goes on and makes an account and makes 95% cut, I don't see the problem. I don't think it's even misadvertising. I don't think they're being virtuous. If they say you get 95% and they get 95%, where's the problem at? If they want to lose money and make less money, so the creators can make more money, so be it.
Be able to advertise their business in a way that gets around the bans on the mainstream platforms like Twitch and YouTube. This is just another way to do sponsored gambling content. And Train isn't just the virtuous person that he might be pretending to be. He is trying to do this in part because he wants to go back to doing sponsored gambling content. And that's also why he is taken like the mast of letting people know about
this. Is like a take. It's like mostly against Gamba than against that. It seems like this is more like a you shouldn't gamble on stream. You shouldn't be sponsored for gambling, which is a complete different issue. I don't think it has anything to do with the website. Sorry, that's my thoughts.
.com, while also not being an owner of it.
That's
he's probably getting paid out the ass by Stake.com to gamble on the website, which is a lot better of a gig than being like a 30% owner in the website that you have to grow from scratch and you only make money if you are successful in growing a business. I don't think he really cares about that because he'll get his paycheck just for gambling on the website. And that kind of leaves us at the end of the story. What does it mean? Is Kick.com a huge scam? Well, if you ask DJ Wheat, longtime employee of Twitch who left recently, he says that it is a sham. And he can't sit by watching the nonsense. In my mind, I think it's...
So usually when you bring on an expert in a certain topic, you bring them as an expert to tell you why something is a certain way, right? And you ask them to explain with his expert take of an insider, what are the intricacies of a certain topic. This guy comes out of woodwork as an expert who's been there and says, it's a sham. Like, okay, cool. What else are we getting out of this expert? I don't get what the fuck's going on here.
In my mind, I think it's really bad that Train didn't disclose that this was a Stake.com owned website. Not only did it not disclose it, it felt like they were kind of trying to hide it as well. Like one of the
am I putting Train? I went over this entire thing yesterday, the entire to longer, and I ripped it through Train's bad arguments, and I reinforced some of his good ones. I just went against it. What? Because it's just true.
Moderators on the subreddit was a Stake moderator as well, and then I think they removed him. So it just seems a bit fishy. Like, sure, be operated and owned by Stake.com, but be honest about it too. Like, you still...
Let me explain the problem with everybody these days, which is you, chat, and me, everybody out there, okay? The problem, okay, is that we buy packages. Don't buy packages from people. Buy takes, one at a time. If somebody is a dumb fuck, okay, and says, dude, don't be racist, right? I get it, dude. I get it, okay? I get it. You know what? I hate that guy and always says, but you know what? That take It's right. It's right. Am I a glazer? Glazer? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. All these takes are trash. That one take that I agree with, you know, dude, after be honest with you, I agree. The point of people these days is that they buy everything in package. Andrew Tate, he says, dude, fuck heartbreak. Go through it. This girl, fuck her, get money. This problem you have right now, work through it. Go to the gym, get buff, get money. And you want to know what, dude? He is right about most of everything. But he says, yeah, my accident, fuck women, is what he says, right? Or whatever. Then we're like, wait, yeah, because I agree with all the rest. I agree with the other 10 takes. Don't buy takes in packages. Buy a take one at a time. Okay? Simple concept. So no, you're not glazing somebody. Okay? Because he says one thing that is correct and is 10 things that he's wrong about. Do it one at a time. Simple concept.
Could feasibly provide value to creators who aren't interested in gambling content because you give them such a good cut because you're getting the blood money from all the gambling casino users. Yeah, there's still some value that can be seen in there for small and mid-sized creators. But they should know going in that it's not because you're going to create a successful business that's going to sell to advertisers a year from now because you have so many users and so many watchers. It's because you're making a shit ton of money as a loss leader from all the gambling sponsored streams.
Yeah, I don't know. When you make things that way, like blood money type shit, I don't. These arguments they kind of annoy me overall, though.
Not only that, there seems to be a couple things that might get this website shut down instantly.
No shot.
Yeah, but
Is
he's
this
right.
just an embed, dude?
I hate to do whataboutism, okay? What about? I say it again, chat. What about if you take a deal with World Cup to broadcast their thing, right? And you make money off a World Cup, right? And then 6,000 people died building World Cup. Are you taking blood money?
Dude, what the fuck?
Now, it was revealed yesterday that a couple of the streams were just Twitch embeds, which obviously isn't allowed, and Twitch would...
Yes, but no one cares, exactly. Put your care points in the right places. Put that shit... Stop being a dumbass.
Instantly take down.
Dumbass.
They had OTK Network that if you click on it in the Kick website, brings you directly to Twitch, because they're not actually streaming on Kick, they're streaming on Twitch and it's embedded. Now, I believe they've removed that feature since. I actually had, again, Otto try to do an embed stream, and it works, but nothing displays. So it seems like they blocked that off. Don't do that. Don't do that. The website will get instantly shut down. But here's my take. This website will probably in 6 months either disappear or be flooded with gambling streamers and should only be touched by the people who want to lose all of their money or live vicariously through people who are losing all of their fake money because all of it's sponsored anyway. That's about it, boys. That's the update, and subscribe while you're here.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. All right, see you later. See you later.
I'm gonna keep it up with you. I'm gonna keep it up with you. Okay. Lot of good takes, a lot of bad takes, a lot of good ones, a lot of bad ones. Right? That's just kind of here about it. I think I was pretty impartial about this. Yep. I think it was fine. Where is the question mark? I told you the takes I disagree with. I told you the takes I disagree with, and I think I was right in my arguments. Anyway. Want to be honest with you? I will tell you exactly how I feel about it. This man streams on YouTube. The discoverability is about, I would say, 16,000 times worse on YouTube than on whatever fucking website that is, or any other dog shit website that streams content. So when we talk about, oh wait, yeah, you're gonna go there and crash your stream and be dead and GG's and it's not gonna go anywhere. Well, I mean, if I had to start my stream somewhere, okay, out of all places, and I couldn't go to YouTube. Oh no, I can go to Twitch or Facebook and to choose between that bullshit and fucking and YouTube. Yeah, you know where I would go. Anyway, I'm moving on. What happened with this song? Yeah, it's unbanned.